Hello. Are you gonna focus on my face or not? Hi guys, it's Alicia here bringing you another video on the Oat YouTube channel, or as we like to call it, OatTube. It's just me today because Lily is at the warehouse packaging your beautiful orders. If any of you don't know, I am the person who runs our social media. Primarily just me. There are a couple people who help us with DMs and collaborations and things like that. But as far as Instagram goes and the content that you see and the website and all of that design, that is what I do for Oat. So I just kind of wanted to share some tips and tricks or things that I've learned with you guys, because when I started I knew absolutely nothing. And through trial and error have learned a lot of things that have been really helpful to us, especially on Instagram. So let's do this. The first thing that I'm gonna get into today, I don't know why I keep doing that, is having a content plan. I would love to tell you that I use this and that I have a content plan, but the truth is I am flying by the seat of my pants most days, and it's really just an organic process. We are always trying to incorporate new things, kind of going with the flow. And one of my main tips that I've learned from running the Instagram account is to literally go with the flow of Instagram, because you're gonna get stuck in the way of doing something and then they're gonna change the algorithm again, or they're gonna change an update or something, and it kind of just sends it all back 20 steps. One week reels are working super great and they're going well for you, and then the next week Instagram decides that they're not doing it that way anymore. If you're doing paid advertising, if you have a business or you're a content creator and you're doing paid promotional posts, those are just obviously gonna do better because you're paying the Instagram gods and they're happy with you. But if that's not something that you do, or you're not seeing as much success from it, you gotta change up your strategy. That's how we've grown our account from 0 to, I think we're now at 158,000 followers in 2 years, almost 2.5. I'm not saying don't have a content plan, because they are really helpful and important. I'm just saying if things start to change, don't be afraid to just go with your gut, see what's working for you. Maybe that day Instagram really likes posts. Maybe that day Instagram really likes stories. I mean, just from our account, some days we have 30,000 views on our stories and the next day we could have 1,000. Like, it is so drastic. If you keep doing the same thing and expecting the same results from Instagram,
she's gonna get mad at you.
Other thing, if you run any business where you have product, Instagram loves a good flat lay. So get that product by itself, clean, crisp background, and post that. A little blurb about, actually the caption doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. Who doesn't want to scroll up and be like, oh my God, oh my God, that's beautiful, or what a good idea, I need one of those. So yeah. I think people are really curious about is hashtags. I have not found that they really help that much. You know what I mean? One thing that I try to constantly keep in mind is that Instagram is just people on the other side of that device, and you are interacting with real life people. And for us, that's really special because we get to connect with a huge community of other mothers, other women, other people going through the same thing as us, who are going through something different, but we can support each other. I keep that in mind daily. Like when I am posting, when I'm putting up stories, when I'm responding to comments, I'm talking to people just like me out there. It's not just social media platform, it's people. We all need a little support. So keep Instagram an encouraging, uplifting place. That's real life. We're real people, and Instagram is a place where people come together looking for support. So we are that support, and I never want to forget that. Another main tip that I have is be authentically yourself. Just be genuine to you. I used to get really insecure about like my own opinions, or if my caption was good enough, or if the stories people were able to relate to. And you know, as I grew, I realized that people just like authenticity. They don't really care if you have a typo, or if you aren't putting out the most interesting content. What you bring to the table, what you put out into the world is so important, and nobody else has it. So be you and the rest will follow. The rest will follow. The rest will follow. I'm not joking. I don't know if it's just that I'm so ADHD, or if that I just always have my hands in something, and there's like a to-do list of a million things as the owner of a business, that it can be hard to stay on task. Right now I'm thinking of like 20 million things that I was supposed to do that I'll do right after this. My other main tip for really any other platform, Pinterest, with TikTok, with Facebook, all of them, but especially with Instagram, is just be consistent. If you are showing up and you are putting yourself out there, people are gonna be drawn to you. They're gonna love you because you're amazing. What you're putting out into the world, your creativity, it's all so contagious. Being consistent is really the main thing. I mean, you could have a post go viral and then the next day have something with close to nothing likes. It's just the way it goes. So you just have to keep putting yourself out there. One thing that works really well for Instagram is anything interactive. So I post a lot of interactive stories, surveys, fun things that kind of get you out of your own head. Like, how do you drink your coffee, with cream or black? Just simple things that make people excited to just tap on an answer. So when we're having a slow day on Instagram, I will throw something together like, okay, do you prefer neutrals or color? Do you prefer knitwear or linen? Ask us anything, and they write in an answer. And then it's fun too, because we get to see what people are curious about and interested in, and make it more about the people following us than us. It's about you guys, and we're trying to cater to the styles that you like and the things that you love to put your kids in and items that you come back for time and time again. Having a post with a question in it, posting a reel that says read the caption, all of those do really well to boost engagement. And if it's a slow day, stop what you're doing and do something that creates engagement, and that will really help. Show your face. I used to be afraid that if people knew who was behind, they wouldn't be as interested in it anymore. I don't know, it wasn't an insecurity as much as just like,
I want to keep this about clothing.
I want it to be about the beautiful clothing, and it speaks for itself, which it does. But people also love to see what's behind what they're purchasing and who's creating the thing that they love. You share about your experience. That's what we're trying to do here. So you guys can see another side, another look into the fact that it's regular everyday people starting companies like this. And so if you have an idea and you have something, a dream, anything that you want to do, you can do it. I was just a mom and a barista, and I just decided I really want this and I want to work really hard for this. And it just happened because it does not matter who you are. You can do anything. Also just a place to be uplifting and create a community, and that's really what OAT has become, is this amazing, wonderful, big community. That's what we like to offer. That's what we want to bring to the table, throw in the game. Beautiful clothing. Another thing OAT is really passionate about is connecting with micro-influencers, with people who have less than 10,000 followers. Really genuine to work with people who are doing it for fun or out of a passion. They are reaching their target audience, which is people that trust them and know them and want to take their word for something. So if they promoted a product of ours and genuinely really loved it, then the people who trust them are more inclined to actually try out the product. My brother used to beatbox. I almost said beatbox. He used to beatbox. There's no golden ticket to working these social media platforms, especially Instagram. There's no perfect method. There's nothing that you're doing wrong if it's not going well one week. I mean, they change stuff up constantly. So really, truly just going with what you feel is gonna work best. And sometimes things don't work, and you know what? That's okay. I used to get really bummed spending a lot of time on certain content and it went nowhere, it felt like. But that stuff always circles back to you. And then the things that I would spend like no time and just creatively throw up, or I'm like, throw up, but put up on Instagram. Or say we're packaging for a day and I'm just like, wow, this package is so cute. Just take a picture or a video, put it online immediately. That stuff does so well. So you just never know. Just be yourself and try what works best for you. Another thing that really does make a difference is
another one.
Tracking the analytics from your posts, your stories, and your reels. Seeing what people are interested in, what they're looking at, what kind of content they love from you. We have found in our niche that people just love seeing other kids, other babies especially. It makes us all feel so wholesome and connected, and it's truly just so sweet and sincere. It's like the best part of life, right? I would love to know more about what you guys are looking for as far as me answering any questions regarding our social media, anything about our business. So drop your questions below because I would love to answer things that you guys have been curious about. I think it'd be really fun to do like a Q&A of things you guys are interested in knowing. Questions and answers. Just kidding, you knew that. I hope you guys enjoyed sitting with me and talking about tips and tricks for Instagram and marketing strategy. Again, if you guys have any questions, I would love to hear them. Don't stay up as late as me working on Instagram, okay? Just don't. So that you can have your questions answered. Anyway, thanks for being here with me, and I'll see you on Instagram. Bye!